Yeah, it's our two, baby. It's our two, baby. The Jammin with Juice, baby. All right, welcome back, everybody. You are tapped into Jammin with Juice, and it is hour 2 of Jammin with Juice. Thanks, y'all, so much for being here with us today. All our certified Juicy Jammers, make sure you guys are in the chat. And as we talk about the Summer Walker situation, but I have to say, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you share, and make sure you subscribe. Those are the easiest and free ways that you can support us, Jammin with Juice, here. All right, you guys? But let's get into Summer Walker, okay? So when we just came back from our little juice break, or I should say before we came back from our juice break, we played some audio of Summer Walker that has allegedly been leaked by academics. We're not sure exactly how he got this leaked audio of Summer Walker pretty much begging to be, or they're saying it's begging, even though it does sound like it's kind of, I don't really get the begging part. It didn't sound like begging to me. It just sounded like,
hell no, she was begging.
It just sounded like, this is what I want, and I don't care if da 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 da. I just want it. I just need it. I just all of the things, right? Yeah. I could see if she was like, please, please. I mean, I guess it's along the same lines. But anyway,
my pleasure.
She is in this audio pretty much talking to Rich the Kid and saying, listen, y'all, I don't care. I don't mind being the side chick. I can play my role. I get me a burner phone, save my name under Pizza Hut, and we'll be good. Like, congratulations on your engagement to your woman, or baby mama, I should say, Tory Bricks, and that could just be that. Well, Rich the Kid ended up responding to all of that as well, and he was just like kind of baffled that it even came out. And he's like, it sounded like she was all over me in that clip. Obviously, Summer Walker then went live, y'all, and she addressed the situation, and she owned up to it. She owned up to the leaked audio that she sent to Rich the Kid, and she was like, yeah, this is exactly what I was doing. I'm not the only woman that has been with your baby father, your fiance, Miss Tory Bricks. It's a lot of other women out here that your man is tricking on. And I'm in my era right now where I just want money from guys. I don't want relationships right now. I just want what I want. I'm getting money from them, and I'm getting the things that I want, and it's perfectly fine. And if your man is providing that for me, and he's providing it to a bunch of other women, don't be mad at us. Be mad at him. This is what she's saying. Don't be mad at us. Be mad at him, because he's the one out here making you look crazy. And girl, you are actually crazy, because it has been shown, or I'm going to say allegedly still, that Tory Bricks has beat up other women that she has found cheating with her fiance. And so it's given off that she gets mad at the women in this case and not at the man. And so Summer Walker goes on to just pretty much say that, Tory, you have no self-respect. Like, I don't even want your man. Like, I don't know how you even lay up next to him every day, because I couldn't do it. Like, I'm just using him for what I want.
She want that
and
peen.
It's like, it is what it is. But Tory Bricks did respond, and she just said that, why is she coming at me though? Now, when I dig into your stuff, don't play victim. We are engaged, and you know that. It was my choice to not get married, because Rich and I had a few hiccups, and I knew we had a few things we needed to work on as a family. I'm not in a rush to get married and then have to get a divorce. But what I do with my man and my household is none of your business, Pizza Hut. Summer Walker took it even further, put Pizza Hut in her Instagram bio, changed her name to Pizza Hut. Somebody sent Summer Walker some pizzas from Pizza Hut, and it's just been a whole thing on social, y'all. But really the conversation around this is, what's up with Summer Walker? Like, is this really what people are doing nowadays?
I mean, okay,
having tricks out here like that?
That's the truth right there, Juice. At the end of the day, people are living just like how Summer Walker just explained it. That's why she speaks to a group of women out here. And the thing is, and so many women right now are calling her, the Mary J. Blige of today. Sounds like to me that she creates her own drama, all right, and wants to be in that drama. Mary J. Blige said no more drama, but it seems like to me Summer Walker wants more drama, okay? And her first album was called called, what is it called? Over It. And then the second album was called Still Over It.
It's a trilogy.
The third one is called Finally Over It. But it sounds like to me that she needs to drop an album called Not Over It, okay? Because she is not over Rich the Kid. And I can't be mad at Rich the Kid. And if I was, which I'm not, I'm not Rich the Kid's fiance. I'm not Rich the Kid's fiance. But if I was his fiance, you can't be mad at Rich the Kid, okay? You gonna have some females coming out just like this, all right? Trying to see what she can do with that peen that she had in yesteryears, okay?
You can't be mad at Rich the Kid?
Nah, you can't be mad at him. He messed with her before, but as long as he's been faithful to his now, fiance, it is what it is.
But he hasn't been. That's the problem.
Well, all I'm going to say is,
what do you mean it ain't his problem?
I don't know why or how, the audio got leaked, but whoever did leak the audio is bogus. If that was whackademics, then that's what it is.
I don't think it was necessarily bogus because it needed to come out.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the truth was finally revealed and it needed to come out because we have to have a conversation about what some of these women are doing today. And I honestly want to be honest about it because, she's saying that he's just a trick. She just gets money from him or whatever. But I'm more so concerned about what that could be, the example that could be setting for younger women in the younger generation to think that that's cool to just be having tricks like this. And who cares about if they're married or engaged or have a woman? I can play my role. I can be a side chick. I can do all of these things with this man just because I want his money. And I don't think that that's a great narrative to be putting out there. I don't like that story. But it seems like that is what is more acceptable today. Is that you can do these types of things. Like we be having all these conversations about, oh, what's a girl's girl? And you should be looking out for other women. And it's like, people are like, Summer, you should know how Tori is feeling because you have had a lot of relationships where your man has stepped out on you. So why would you want to do that to another woman?
Hurt people.
And then kick it with her at that.
Hurt people. That's why.
It's weird. It's weird.
I saw recently, and this is the mentality of some people out here right now, man. I saw recently where it's this girl in Racine. A lot of people follow this girl or whatever, and they like, oh man, she the baddest, she the coldest, whatever. She got into she went on her live and was going back and forth with this other girl named Marlena, right? And they keep going back and forth basically over this one dude they both mess with. And this girl or whatever, she goes on to say that, you know what, man, I may have cheated on that man a couple times, but I only cheated on him 3 times in 5 years. I think that's reasonable. And I'm like, is this what people are expecting these days? They get in relationships just to get cheated on? Like, you're supposed to get cheated on in relationships these days. And that's how people feel about things. So Summer Walker even overstepping her boundaries.
That's what it is.
For real, she overstepped her boundaries and doesn't understand her place in life. If she decides to be Rich the Kid's side piece, like, come on now, you doing way too much. But some people want to live these types of lives, these dramatic lifestyles that they see out there on Love and Hip Hop. They want to see the chaos. They want to be the chaos. They want to be the drama. Cardi B, so it's one of these things where you got to really decide what you want in your life. If you want a peaceful life, then stay out of all of this mess. All right, get you somebody and just settle down, and you can actually live a good life, a nice peaceful life. Okay, or you could be like Summer Walker. You could be like Rich the Kid. You could be like all them other people, and I guarantee you by the time you're 40, 45, 50 years old, you're going to be so player, you're going to end up looking like Diddy.
I just think that maybe they do like the drama. Like, I don't think people are ready to be mature and to...
Do you know how to sit in silence? You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't know how to sit in silence, Juice. They need something to do. Something got to be had. Something has to be happening right now. People need to be talking about me. That's what people want in life right now. Those are weird-ass aspirations. All right? Your goal in life is by the time Friday hit, is to jump on some other dude dick. Like, come on now. I feel like that is trifling. And if Summer Walker, if that's who you want to represent, then so be it. But at the same time, just remember, there are young people looking up to you who aspire to want to be you. Out here in a wedding dress on your album cover, doing all this big old roll off of your album cover. I wouldn't even be surprised if this Rich the Kid scandal right now isn't a storyline for her album to do some numbers.
I definitely think it helps push her album out.
Because you need a story. You need a story to sell. Rich the Kid just minded his own business. She didn't conjure up a story.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know who necessarily leaked it for all of this to come out. It could have been some worker. I don't know. I'm just going to say allegedly just in case. But I just don't like what the narrative gets pushed out, like I said, to younger generations. And also, not even just that, Summer Walker who are you to be putting yourself in the mix of this just because you feel like, oh well, Tori gonna stay with a man who cheats on her anyway, I'm gonna get on this action as well. That is not your entryway in. That is not, you cannot be telling another woman what she can or cannot be doing in her household. Like, this is deep, y'all. This is not just no boyfriend, girlfriend drama and
she
situation.
Said, that's our man. We finna share him.
Like,
that's our man.
has a child with this man. Like, it gets deep, y'all.
We gonna share
and
this
if
man.
she's trying to say, like, listen, yeah, we're working on our, like, Tori's not innocent either, because she out here beating up the women that he has been found with, and she still decides to, like, stay with him. And that, you know, even Summer Walker's like, listen, what does that say about your self-worth, about yourself, if you're going to stay with a man who keeps cheating on you? But that does not mean you insert yourself in and get on the roster. Like, that's just not cool to me. And I don't appreciate it. But what do y'all think? Put it in the chat for sure. Like, do you think Summer Walker was wrong for all of that? Or is this just normal behavior? Because Anita Nicole's in the chat, and she said, this is nothing new. Side chicks are just talking now.
Nothing new. Side chicks just talking now. They got cameras all in there. I think it just makes it so much easier for people to get into the mess. Like Anita Nicole said, you know, back in the day, you didn't have all these phones and all this technology where there was some aspirations for, you know, some people to know about your public knowledge. Like, you want people to know about what you do behind closed doors publicly these days. Back in the day, it wasn't like that. A person could really live two different lives, have a family in one city and have a whole other family in another city. Like, somebody could have a family in Racine and they go have a family in Milwaukee, and they wife and they side chick would never even know about these types of things. But now it's apparent because people want other people to know that they are affiliated with you, you know?
Yeah. Now, Summer, I'm acting like she right here, right in the room with us. But Summer Walker also in her live went on to say, like,
that
okay,
she was flabbergasted.
Listen,
using Ben Jammin's words.
Flabbergasted about what?
She said she was flabbergasted. She was flabbergasted that he wasn't messing with her like that.
Wasn't messing with who?
So Rich the Kid. Oh my!
What
God.
are you doing?
I'm watching some stuff that I shouldn't be watching right now.
Okay, well, turn it off. We doing a show. But I'm just saying that. What is that?
We do the show.
Answer the question. What was she flabbergasted about?
No, that's what she said. She was like, bro, I'm flabbergasted right now at the fact that, like, I have to reach out to this extent so you can, you know, have this love affair with me, you know? And again, I think that, you know, men who are trying to, you know, be on a good path and try to be and build with their wife and stuff like that, man, you need to let people like that go. Like, he should have actually had her blocked. All right, if this is really what you're moving into, if you're moving into some kind of serious relationship with this young lady, then let that be. Any other thing that you messed with in the past, you should block them. All right, that's what I believe. You know, if you stuck your peen in that one, let it go, man. But it seems like Summer Walker won't let it go. She's not over it, okay?
Well, she claims that Rich the Kid is still sending her flowers, you know, especially for her album rollout that she just had.
That's going to say whatever. They're going to say whatever to get underneath your girl's skin, all right? Don't believe it.
I'm just confused.
Unless you see them receipts.
I'm just confused, y'all, because Summer is saying, like, hey, Tori, you don't have self-worth to continuously be with a man who's going to cheat on you. I don't know how you do it. Like, I don't even want to be up next to him every day. Like, why do you stay with him and all these other things? But it's like, well, what does that say about you? Like, what is it about Rich the Kid that outside of his money that you wanted to be around to the point where you asking him for a burner phone and save your name under Pizza Hut?
Hey.
Like, what really was it? Like, does that not say that you don't have self-respect as well, that you are willingly out here saying, I just wanted to play my role and you wanted to play in this girl's face? Like, I just don't think that was fair. But I am a little bit happy that I didn't see too many people agreeing with her decisions. In the comments, they kind of were calling her a bird and things like that. And I just really want Summer Walker to learn from this situation. I don't know if she will or not, because it seems like this is kind of what she wants to do. And that's what she said in her live as well, is, listen, right now, all I'm on is men who want to trick on me. And I got a roster full of them. Like, yo, Rich the Kid, he don't mean nothing to me. Like, that's old news, you know? So this is clearly a habit that she is cool with doing and putting out there. But I would just say, think of the next woman. Like, think of the next woman. You know how you felt when we caught Lil Meech out here bringing his cousin grocery bags in the house on that Ring camera, and you know how you felt about that. So why would you even want to do that to another woman? It just doesn't make any sense to me. So I hope nobody is really promoting this and saying that this is cool that she was doing this type of thing, because I don't think that it is.
Man, you know, there's a lot of different thoughts out here who agree with Summer Walker's positioning. Like playing the side chick, playing that card. Some people would say is actually the best role that you want, because you get the best version of that person about them. Ain't no real commitments. It's like, hey, I'm just here for the peen, you just here for the gushy, and there we go. You know, some people would say that.
Trey Tate in the chat, and let us know what you guys think in the chat, you guys, about Summer Walker and this crazy saga story that keeps just unfolding every single day. It's like something new. But Trey Tate says side dudes know how to play their role better than side chicks. Woo! And I would say no, they don't, because do y'all not remember August Alsina?
August Alsina is the side dude now. What are we talking about?
Because he was a side dude and he did not stay quiet at all. You know, and these dudes now be wanting clout. Like, they be wanting people to know who they messing with.
But that's what I'm saying, though. This generation wants clout. They want people to know what they got going on at all times. And you know what? Now that I think about it, Juice, you are right. Because if it wasn't for August Alsina, we would have never known about the entanglement, you know, between him and Jada Pinkett Smith and, you know, Will Smith and all that other stuff.
That's really what started a lot of this mess.
Damn, you telling me right now, if August Alsina never opened up his mouth, then maybe, just maybe, in some universe, some parallel universe out there, Will Smith would have never laid hands on Chris Rock.
Potentially. Who knows? You know? I mean, now August Alsina is gay, so it's just like, or maybe bisexual. I don't want to say he's gay. I don't know.
No,
I know he likes men, so I'll just say that.
Look, if you're a bisexual man, you're actually just gay. And it's okay to just be gay, fam. Like if you like man butt, man poom poom, you got it. All right, but you know
they can't be both.
Nah, there's no such thing, fam. Once you put something up your butt and you like it, you gay. And that's what you're doing. They
say that's not how it works for women.
How it work for women then, Juice?
Well, they were saying like it's more acceptable if a woman has like a time period in their life where they want to be with women, and they could be like, oh, that was just something I tried before and I'm not no more, but they're not looked at as gay. But with men, they are
totally
looked at as gay.
Totally different, because with a man, you're supposed to be masculine. Ain't nobody ever supposed to go through your back door. All right. Which y'all, I mean, ain't nothing to really being assertive but plastic toys. Okay. But I said that all to say, man, like, you know, people who are in these types of relationships, just be careful. Diseases get spread that way. Milwaukee has notoriously, you know, one of the highest STD rates throughout the country. All right. And why you think that is? Because people out here playing stupid games like this. All right. One of some other girl, man, one of some other dude's girl, you know, and now you out here swapping different fluids and you done got that package.
And not only that, like, this could end badly where people could get shot, people could be fighting, like, and I'm not saying this specific situation, but just overall in general, when you messing with somebody else's man or even somebody else's woman, like, you need to understand the consequences that could potentially come for that, you know, because Summer knew that. She was like, yeah, I was gonna have you buy me a condo out in Miami, but I know your girl, she be real crazy, so I'm not trying to deal with like the backlash.
This just messy.
I'm messy. Like, yikes,
like, and I truly never understood how messy women get until like I started just really paying attention to some things, like, because women will always be like, oh, I don't like her because or I like her because this. Guys be like, what are you talking about? Like, you know, I don't see it. It's not until I see it then I'm like, damn, like, women can truly be messy, just trying to throw other little knives at another girl to let this girl know that she knows something about your man that you don't. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, damn, like, it's just too messy. And people be wanting to be known for the messiness these days. Like, I just want a nice, peaceful life. I want to be able to go home, get some nice toast and some eggs, some bacon, and just and some sausage, and just eat and just chill. I don't want to have to wake up to people in my DMs talking about, hey, Ben, you want this punani at 3 a.m. in the morning? Like, what you think I'm doing at 3 a.m.? I'm asleep.
No, you be up. But I will say, shout out to Summer Walker's album, Finally Over It. I did like some of those songs. So hopefully
you agree with her thottish behavior then?
Hopefully she's getting the bag and all this publicity is helping her sales. But I would like for her to change her behavior.
I guarantee you a lot of this is for her sales, though, for sure.
Of course, why she responded. Because, and I was was another thing, and then we'll move on to the rabbit hole. But people were like, Summer, you out here on this live as if you were not the same person who was saying you had a lot of social anxiety. You seem real, just open and out here and comfortable now, girl.
She has grown. Because, like, that was another thing, too. I remember when Summer Walker had first came out, talked about, you know, hey, I got anxiety. Like, she canceled her first tour and stuff because of her anxiety. Although you wanted to be a celebrity, a superstar, all these things. And look at her now. Just got her whole life out here, her whole world out here, you know, and it couldn't be me. Like, she out here already got kids by different men, you know, and it's okay. I'm not judging, but at the same time, you should learn to live by what you preach, you know.
I think sometimes you do need to judge people, though.
Yeah, no, I think judging...
Like, sometimes you do need to judge people.
Like, you got to set a standard, so to speak.
Yeah, exactly. Like, if somebody is out here doing wrong and they know for a fact that they're doing wrong and they just don't care, it's like, okay, no, now I'm going to judge you. I'm all for everybody having growth and making mistakes when they're younger, or just making mistakes in general. It don't really have nothing to do with age. But if you try to correct it so you don't make those same mistakes, I applaud you, because that's what life is about. Making mistakes, learning from them, and trying to be a better version of yourself. But if you somebody out here that's making these mistakes and you hurting other people in the process and you don't care how anybody else feels but yourself, I'm judging you. I'm judging you.
No, and that's how people move these days, man. Like, you know, and I think ultimately it lets her doing these types of things truly does let a part of her fan base down. Like, damn, Summer, like, I've been with you through the growing periods. Like, she began as an artist in like 2018, 2019. People started getting up on her. Now she's grown 6 years later, and she's still basically on the same type of BS. So, you know, but at the same time, if this is who she wants to speak to, she can. You know, if she wants to be the sexy red of the R&B game, she can do it.
Exactly. All right, you guys, that was I almost said that was something you say. That was not something you say, but that's the end of that conversation, because we have to make room for the
rabbit hole. La 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 la.
Do 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 do.
Yeah, man, and that's kind of how I be doing, like do when I be scrolling and finding my stories.
Yeah, because you don't have it up.
Whatever. Okay.
Hey, do 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 do, do do do, baby shark, do 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 do.
All right, Juicy Jammers. If you don't know what a rabbit hole is, it is a piece of information you find on the internet or experience in real life that takes you from one piece of information you find to another. Up until your career. Ooh, that's the Summer Walker type of vibes, okay?
No, that's how I be in the bathroom.
and that's how the toilet take you in and stuff, too. All right, up to your curiosity is satisfied. All right, and today, Juicy Jammers, we could talk about how scientists have rolling out a tablet that's fatal to mosquitoes when they bite, all right? So scientists in the United States have developed a test pill that turns human blood toxic to mosquitoes, but stays completely safe for people. Early studies show the pill's ingredients move through the bloodstream and kill mosquitoes after they bite, all right? Researchers say this discovery could dramatically slow the spread of mosquito-carried diseases like malaria and Zika. If adopted on a large scale, it could become a powerful public health tool, cutting down the need for mosquito nets and chemical insecticides. Though still under investigation, the treatment represents a major leap forward in global mosquito control and disease prevention. All right, ladies.
Crazy.
And ladies and juice. All right, I know you hate mosquitoes. Would you actually take this pill?
Why did you say ladies and juice as if I'm not part of ladies?
Well, I mean, you know.
Okay. I'm a man to be in, y'all.
She's a nigga. Okay.
Okay, but would I take it?
Yeah, would you take this joint, bro? If like, you know, to repel the mosquitoes up off you. You don't even need the off spray anymore.
I don't think so.
You ain't gonna take the joint?
No.
Why,
I'm
fam?
not down for like things ingesting in my body that's new.
Man, what you mean, bro? Hell no. There's people out there that took the COVID vaccine, no problem. Brand new. Spanking off the shelves.
But the idea, it wasn't new. Like, we've had times before in history where we have had to get vaccines because of diseases and stuff like that. That makes sense. But stuff that's new out here, that's like saying, hey, would you take the male birth control pill? That's too new for me. That's too new. Y'all got to do a bunch of test trials of that thing, because I'm not just about to be ingesting nothing like that. I will say mosquitoes do love me and they love my blood. I must taste really sweet to them because they be all up on me, and I be having to make sure I got my off, because this summer I had at least about 20 mosquito bites at a time, but I'm still not taking no pills.
You did get bit up. You definitely did get bit up.
I'm still not taking no pills.
Well, you know
Are
what?
you?
I wouldn't take it either. Okay. I'm just really not for all these new vaccines and new whatever they got going on. I need to see it like work for a solid 10 years before I take it. Okay. See how many people die first. See how many people catch some kind of sickness from it. Maybe be allergic. You know, I'm just throwing that out there. Okay, but we could talk about that new mosquito pill that will kill the mosquitoes or whatever. But no, today, Juicy Jammers, we're going to talk about a question I have. And that question is, why do the most insane people come from the great state of Wisconsin? I'll say it again for the people back at home. And we're at home. Why do the most crazy people, most insane people come from the great state of Wisconsin? And I mean it, all right? I mean it. When I say, and I mean it, not to say other lunatics haven't been born and raised in other parts of the country, but have you ever thought about why Wisconsin birthed some of the world's most known demented people? Why some of some of them eat people, some wear other people's skin, and why some believe in internet demons called Slender Men, and how they all have a connection in the state of Wisconsin. We're going to talk about that today. It was really the Slender Man girl who made me think of this. And I'm going down my rabbit hole. I found some interesting stuff.
Was she a Gemini?
No. But there are some other correlations.
Surprised.
There's some other correlations. So stand back and stand by for the next 3 minutes to take a juice break, Juice Nation. Because when we come back, we finna take a trip down the rabbit hole. Why is everybody in the great state of Wisconsin crazy? Crazy. It might be the whites. It might not be the blacks, as they try to tell you.